What is going on, Popper Squad? Fatal Crossing, and welcome to episode number 13 of the AutoButcher series. Now, before I start this video, I just want to let you guys know that by the title, you guys see that it's Liberty Prime AutoButcher, but as I tweeted it for the ones who follow me on Twitter, I let you guys know on Twitter that I don't actually AutoButcher him in this video, but instead I show you guys the process of why you can't AutoButcher Liberty Prime. So with that being said, let's jump right into it, and I'll talk you through the process on why I never tried to AutoButcher Liberty Prime sooner. Just the sheer size of Liberty Prime is the main issue. Whenever I kill him, no matter how, he always tends to just fly up in the sky, and usually really far away from the AutoButcher. So what that leaves me to do is having to grab Liberty Prime and slowly drag him all the way to the AutoButcher area. Now, you initially cannot grab Liberty Prime at all. I use a mod called Weightless Bodies, which will be in the description under sources. With that mod, it allows me to move Liberty Prime very slowly to the area where the AutoButcher is. So that's what I do here. I move him to the AutoButcher. Now, when I finally drag Liberty Prime to the area where the AutoButcher is, the next problem arises. How do I get this massive robot into the AutoButcher? Now, the AutoButcher has a set trigger where if you get any robot near it or any body near it, it automatically sucks it up. But I have no clue where that trigger is on Liberty Prime's massive body, so whenever I'm trying to drag a body part near the AutoButcher's mouth, pretty much, it just won't trigger it to suck him up. So no matter how many times I move him around, I just can't get Liberty Prime near that trigger of the AutoButcher. And I tried this so many times with his body, and it's all, you know, his body's glitchy enough trying to move it lifeless, because it's not meant to be moved. You're initially not even supposed to move his body because it's supposed to be too heavy. So it's already glitchy enough. But not only that, the AutoButcher just doesn't want to cooperate. Alright, you know, I'm not going to give up yet. I'm very persistent when it comes to these tests. So, you know what, let's try resizing Liberty Prime. So, set scale 0. Well, great. Now he's so small, I can't even see him, and when I do kill him, and he flies up in the sky, how am I ever going to find where he lands? So that right there is out of the question. Still, I refuse to let Liberty Prime win. So I download a mod called the Slalia Diet, which is essentially a shrink ray. It's located in the Diamond City schoolhouse on the teacher's desk. I tested out around the teacher and the robot. Works just as intended, so perfect. This is exactly what I needed. So theoretically, I should be able to shoot Liberty Prime, shrink him to an appropriate size, kill him, and then pick up his lifeless body like nothing and put it into the AutoButcher, right? Well, not exactly. You see, when I kill Liberty Prime, no matter his size, he tends to fly up in the air no matter what. And the smaller he gets, the more distorted he gets when he's up in the air. Alright, so the last thing I have to try is maybe enclose him in some sort of shitty ass box that I'd made here, kill him so that if he flies up in the sky, he hits the ceiling, and then, you know, I have a chance to pick him up. Alright. Are you kidding me? A little bounce, that's it? So this whole time, all I had to do was just cover the top of him, and he bounces? Wow, okay, so he ended up not flying up in the sky, which is good. I'm able to pick him up. Let's try and AutoButcher him. So the first thing I did was I made a robot assembler, which is pretty much the AutoButcher, but for robots, because Liberty Prime is listed as a robot on the fellow wiki, and obviously at first glance, you'd say he's a robot, but nothing. Unfortunately, no matter what, no matter how many times I jammed Liberty Prime into the AutoButcher, it just wouldn't trigger the AutoButcher to recognize that it's a robot and to suck it up and disassemble the robot. No matter how many times, I was jamming Liberty Prime right into this AutoButcher like it was my girlfriend, alright? And for some reason, it would just not work. Alright, fair enough. Maybe the creator of this mod didn't list Liberty Prime as a robot for the robot assembler. Maybe they listed it as something for the AutoButcher. So that's what I did. I switched it from the robot assembler to the AutoButcher, and still it would not work. I even at one point got Liberty Prime like jammed right into the AutoButcher, like he was stuck and it wouldn't suck him up. So that's why, guys, I never AutoButchered Liberty Prime sooner, because I've tested this before and this was the outcome. So to the mod creator of the AutoButcher, please for my sake and for my viewers' sake, add Liberty Prime as an option to get AutoButchered for the robot assembler. To my viewers who watch this video, thank you very much for supporting me. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram to support me even more. And if you so happen to get Liberty Prime auto-butchered, then please upload a video, tag me on Twitter, and I would love to watch it and shout you guys out for being that awesome. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay proper. Fit across the road. Peace. I'm going up, 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 up.